Hello all, welcome back. So this week, trusty companion Ed and myself are in a new spot. So we've been dragged here by somebody that I met at Pete's Gold Adventures Substay weekend a couple of weeks ago. So funny story, well, it's not funny, it could be scary, but we'll call it funny. So it's, met this guy. We'll call him Dodgy Daniel for today. Because there's alliteration in everybody's name. Big Bearded Baz, Dodgy Daniel. We'll start with that. He could be Delectable Daniel by the end of this weekend. But so he got in touch with me after the weekend. Driving to work Monday morning, bang, I've got a message on Facebook Messenger. So, we could call him Stalker Daniel. Anyway, back to it. So he said, oh, well, why don't we go have a swing sometime? For sure, absolutely. So out we are this weekend, and we're going to try an area that he has been to a few times, which is new ground for me. And hopefully we get a few bits. That'd be nice. So we've actually got a bit of a crew coming up this weekend. We've got 4 people. So Dodgy Daniel is bringing up his mate, and we'll call him Rob because this weekend he doesn't want to be on camera, so he can be the Oral-B dentist, and we'll call him Rob. So you can't see his face, but and then of course I've got a mate coming up. I've got James coming up. I'll have to work out a name for him, and I'm going to spend the first hour sort of walking around the area, getting comfortable or getting familiar with the ground, and then hopefully bring you back for a target. Anyway, I'll see you soon. So it's 8:30. So I've been swinging since 7, so an hour and a half, and just learning the ground. It's different to what I'm used to, but I've come all the way down to the end of the gully, and I've come across some workings down here. You can see there's private property everywhere around. So I'm just working all the way down to the bottom, and then I'll work my way back up to the car. And I came across a tiny little signal. Took me about 5 minutes to find it, really. You can see it's nice and crunchy. And I think I might have to put a photo up on this one, but there's a little piece of gold. So we're on the board for the day. It's 8:30. Hopefully this area gives me a few more. We're back. I guess it's probably 20 minutes later. That little patch there is where I found that last piece, and I'm coming through, and it looks like, what it looks like is the gully comes down here. There's no puddler, right? But I think they've dammed this area, and they've washed a whole bunch of their stuff because it's quite clayey around here. And I'm coming around, and you can see where somebody else has decided to dig holes and not fill them in. Well done, Tiger. And then right next to one of them, I get a super duper flat water-worn piece. Nice. Number 2. So as usual, the processing piles are paying off. That's where my last one was. I reckon 1.5 meters. And a nice little flat bit. Number 3. Nice. So it's been a morning of lead shot, let me tell you that. And yonder is where I've come from, and I haven't had anything but just lead shot. But you know, it's been fun. It's been a lovely day. Bit of wind, you know. Anyway, let me give you a listen to this one, and I'll give you a look as well. It was a screamer, and I just thought it was another big piece of lead, but a nice little reefy bit of gold with some frongs on it. I love those pieces. Back. That's where the last one was. This is where this one was. And I don't think I'll bother, there's other machines. But you can have a look, it's a tiny little thing. The 6000 is an amazing unit, amazing. So I'll just keep getting those all day. I'm happy, I'm happy. So two of the other guys are here at the moment, and they're over yonder, but not that far away. But probably, I reckon at least 100 meters. But my machine is going off its brain if I turn the threshold back on and show you. So I've got another target, and I'll see if you can hear it, and then I'll dig it out and show you. So it sounds pretty good. Oh yes, and there it goes. It's acting poorly. So that's where I just got that little tiny bit out of, and that's where I got the nice little reefy bit. So I'm going to dig this out. I'll bring you back. Yeah, it's lead shot. And another one. That was where I pulled out that little bit, and I obviously just didn't check that hole before I filled it in. And I'm not sure if you'll be able to see it. I think I might upload a photo. I think this is the smallest piece that I have ever pulled out with the 6. It is ridiculously small, but beautiful in colour. Anyway, on to the next. So, had some lunch. It was good. And then I've decided to come out, just sort of get away from the boys, not because they smell, but because the machines were just sort of talking to each other. So I've come further up the gully, and there's quite a lot of workings out here. I'm not sure if you can tell or not, but there's like a dam here that they've gone and washed all their dirt in, because it is very clayey around here, and you can see a bit of a clean pile. Another one there, and of course, because it's a processing pile, we got another piece of gold. Nice. Day 2. Grand final day. Not that I'll be watching, because I'm too busy trying to find some gold. Well, this morning's worked out alright so far. I literally just started down here or something, and then walked over here, got a really faint signal, dug about 6 inches down, and I got a little bit. So I'll give you a listen. You can hear that through my headphones. And then that's it. A little chunker, probably 0.1, but it's a good start to the day. Let's see if we can get some more. So, up there's Rob, the Oral-B dentist that doesn't want to be shown on camera. He is working the top end of a quartz reef that's running along this spur here. And it's running into the gully and then all the way down to where we're camped further down. So we've come up the top of the gully this morning, had a bit of a look-see around. I'm working down in the bottom of the gully, and I came across a super faint signal, and I've scratched it a couple of times and it's livened up. So I reckon for the first time this weekend we do a live dig and get us some lead shot. Sure enough, the mighty lead shot. Excellent. So we're at the very top of the hill, and there's heaps of quartz and there's some reef workings, and made my way across the chuck out pole there, and then I got a little signal. So I'll turn it on, going off its brain, and maybe a 0.2, so not bad. Hopefully this keeps happening for the rest of the day. You know, it's funny, like some days you just feel totally defeated by the amount of lead shot that you pull out of the ground. And I'm sure like everyone that's watching this video is going, oh yeah. Well, today's one of those days for me. I reckon, like, I've gone pretty hard. I've dug about 100 holes this morning. I'm just walking back to camp for lunch now, and I got, you know, 2 very tiny pieces of gold out of it. And it's a bloody lot of effort to do this. And people watch these YouTube videos, including mine. Like, let's face it, I cut out a lot of the crap, and you know, we're just pulling gold and whatever, but it's all that stuff that people don't see. And this is part of prospecting, and if you're interested in getting into it, you've got to expect that, you know, some days are just going to be like today, and you're just digging hole after hole after hole, and you've got to dig them, but you're getting bugger all from it. But anyway, I just thought I'd add that in, because today is one of those days. Anyway, hopefully I'll bring you back for some more shiny stuff. Let's go have some lunch. Well, we're back, and it's day 3. Yesterday was pretty pitiful, but so we've packed up camp. We've come across to the other side of the park, and we're going to work a couple of areas that that Dodgy Daniel and Rob, the Oral-B dentist, has been before, which is exciting. And I'll give you a look. You can see some people, supposedly they pulled out 1,000 nuggets out of this section, whether you believe that or not, but you know, we'll go with it. 1,000 nuggets. So they've just turned all the dirt over. It's crazy. We've got Dodgy Daniel up there, and we've got Rob further up. So we've spread out a bit, and I've come down to like a little section, little pile. The guys have dug it out, trying to find some stuff. I've just gone over to the side, and of course, as per usual, I get myself an absolute monster. I reckon that would be sub 0.1, but it's the right colour. It's a good start for the day. let's hope we get some more. So we're back. I just got that little piece from over there, and I've come on the other side of this digging. So they've dug a little trench, thrown it out the side, obviously got some gold out of it. And then I've come onto the other side where they haven't dug, and I've just got a tiny signal that's getting louder. So right at the base of that tree. So may as well try and do a live dig this weekend, yeah? And it's straight into the good stuff. All right, she's out. It's in a clump. Nice little clump. Oh, I think I can see it already. You're kidding me. It's a lead shot. We're not doing any more live digs. Right, so we've moved on from the last spot. We've come to this this little gully. We've got intersecting gullies here. One going that way and one going that way. So we're going to give this a crack. The boys are heading off shortly, back to Bendigo, and I'm going to stick around for a little bit longer and see if I can redeem myself from the 2 tiny pieces that I got yesterday. Now I've come across a little signal here, and it's super faint. So I'll give you a listen. Okay, so the camera's making it go berserk, but that is definitely a faint signal. I cannot turn this onto so that you can hear it, right? So you're just going to have to trust me that there's a signal there and I'm digging it out. Anyway, I'll speed it up. All right, so it's right here. That was a decent dig, and it's gone through the clays into original ground, and you can see that difference in colour between the two. So anyway, that's a good sign. It wasn't there, it was here. Somewhere. Alrighty. You are kidding. All that and a piece of lead. Oh man. So I've just been working all that. The boys have just left. Oral B, Rob, and Dirty Daniel. Dodgy Daniel. But look, he's come up with the goods. He's taken me up to this spot, and we've got a few pieces of gold. It's more than what we came here with, so I'm quite happy. But walking back to the car just up there, Eddie's having a lovely little lay down, and in this bit of a shallow creek, gully, and we got ourselves one. Just a nice little reefy bit. So that's a good way to end the day. I've got to head back to Melbourne, unpack, pack up the tools, do all that sort of stuff. So I've got to head back, but I'll do a bit of a weigh in, and I'll leave a photo, and then well, of course, thank you very much for watching. Click like, hit subscribe, it all helps the channel, and I guess we'll see you next time.